Good morning, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll start. Okay, noise.
Okay, sir.
Just, just hold on. Just hold. I'll share the slide. Just wait.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Fine. Is it coming on the screen? Hello.
Yes, sir. It is visible. It is visible. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So yesterday we are discussing about that human resource management, the various functions of the human resource management. And there are a couple of slides that I have already told you in the last class regarding the different functions, different activities of the human resource management. I mean the importance or the significance of the human resource management, and various persons involved, or the people involved in the human resource management. Why the human resource management is so important to the organization, and what kind of benefits normally employees get from the human resource management, the various functions. So today we'll explore some various other functions of the human resource management. The first one is recruitment. Okay, it's a very important part of the entire human resource management system or HRM system. Everywhere, in every organization, whether it is maybe a hospitality or tourism, or maybe some business organization, manufacturing organization, recruitment is one of the most important part of of the HRM function. Okay, so recruitment. When we think about the recruitment, we always think of of the new people to the organization. So when the HRM, actually human resource functions, normally when they go for recruitment, they always think in a two-way approach. First one is how the new people will come and what they will give the input to the organization, and in which way they will give the input to the organization. I mean, they will give their knowledge or give their skills so that the organization will be benefited from that. So that's why recruitment is fundamental, or it may be a stepping stone to the success of the organization. Okay, so if you are recruiting in the right people in a right time, definitely it will help you, help your organization to grow more, or to it will be create a development process for your organization. The various process or materials, even the product will be also standardized, because recruitment is the fundamental thing. Recruitment is your stepping stone. So recruitment is, you know you can define as the getting the new people to organization as per their qualifications, which is suitable to the various positions required in your organization to do the task or to do the job. So that is the actual definition of the recruitment. So how you can define recruitment is the process of it's actually a process. It's a management process or it's a human resource process. It is a process of getting the people. Okay, it is the process of getting the people to the organization. Okay, through uh, you know to highlighting their skills, to highlighting their knowledge, or to finding their skills, knowledge, and as well as organization will be in the same time organization will be get benefited from those recruited people. Okay. So recruitment is two kinds. One is even recruitment happens in a two way. One is your internal recruitment, and another one is called your external recruitment. Okay. What is internal recruitment and what is external recruitment? Internal recruitment is those kind of recruitment process or the human resource process when the organization recruits horizontally among its organization, other organization. For an example, there is a hotel in Africa. The base is Africa, and that hotel is going to be open in other parts of the Africa or in other parts of the country. And at that moment, the organization thinks and think that they will not recruit the people from the outside candidates or the from the outside participants. They will recruit from their in-house staffs. I mean, they will give the promotion to the internal staffs or internal manpowers who all are working last 5 to 6 years. They will get promoted and they will be get recruited through the promotion and they will deploy in other new professions. So that is called your internal recruitment. And what is external recruitment? External recruitment is purely also and purely depends on the human resource planning process. For an example, if your hotel in your locality or in your region is going to be open, you need near about 50 food and beverage staffs to recruit or to run your restaurants or maybe your kitchen or maybe your coffee shops. So at that time, you have something in your mind that is called a recruitment. Okay, that is external recruitment. When you think of hiring the people through the actual process. Okay, so that is all your external recruitment. So in the recruitment process, there are two stakeholders are involved. One is your, yes, yes. Tell me what happened. You join, yeah, Bashir. Uh, okay, uh, okay. So in the recruitment process, what happened? There are two stakeholders are involved. One is your employees, another one is your employer. I mean your candidates and the prospective employers. Okay. So employer always go for a process of recruitment through proper channel. What are those channels? The channel means the the publication or the publishing the requirement. How they publish their requirements? They publish their requirements through the advertising, through the advertisement in the local papers or newspapers or local electronic medias like your TV, televisions, or even in the nowadays in the social medias and all, so that the prospective candidates will look for the proper educational qualification, experience, and the other information related to the job. This is the first step of the recruitment. When the human resource management intended to go for a recruitment process, what they do, they do it in this fashion that there should be a proper advertisement, there should be a proper channel for the advertisement, like giving advertisement in the newspaper, in the electronic medias like TV and all, even in the social media. And sometimes some referral also comes. I mean, I have some reference, I know some good candidates, so that is also another point that we need to also discuss. So recruitment is a very a very highly uh, a highly interactive process where the employer and the candidates are meet with each other, and they discuss, or they mm, the employer go for an interview process to find or to identify the suitable candidates. Okay, so that is your recruitment. So how these advertisement comes into the paper? See, every organization has their own way of recruiting the candidates, or recruiting for a position. Okay, for some organization they have they recruit from the in-house staffs. Some newly opened establishments, or the newly opened hotels, they also give their advertisement in the local newspaper, social medias and all. Then the the next step is, once the publication in the local paper has been out, the prospective candidates send their CV or their resumes to a particular mail IDs. Okay. So after that, what happens? Uh, the HR manager or the HR executive sorted it out. They actually they assemble all the CVs. Okay, they assemble all the CVs and put it in one folder or in one place, and they match the prospective candidates candidature with the requirement of the job. So that is called the sorting of the resumes. Okay, we need to sort out the different kinds of resumes. Okay, or which is suitable, which is not suitable. So that is the job of the HR executive or the HR manager. Okay, they both get engaged with the process. Okay, then what happened? Then the once the sorted out is given, for an example, for a particular post, there are near about to 38 students has been applied. So what you will do, you need to sort it out the requirement of the candidates uh, as per the uh, the requirements of the organization. Yes, tell me why you raised a hand. Yeah,
Yes, sir. I would
hear
like
you.
to say one thing about. Yes, sir. I would like to ask a question regarding the internal recruitment, sir.
Yes, yes. Internal recruitment. Yes. You want to know more something about internal
Yes.
recruitment. See, internal recruitment normally have. Yeah. Tell me. Yeah, tell me.
What I
What
would
is
like
it?
to say here is that. So, is the organization going to just pick someone from the staff, I mean, of the organization without recruiting any external person? So, who can I can say take the gap or take the title of the previous, or I can say the person who is being picked?
Okay. Hmm. See, I'll explain you what happened in the internal recruitment. For an example, there is a hotel is going to be open in East Africa. Okay, and you are in the West Africa. Okay, when the organization, when your hotel HR system does not want to recruit the new staff from the outside, from the external sources. At that moment, they want to promote the existing staff from other same organization in other location, and they make that particular staff get promoted to a higher position, or sometimes it is a called a transfer of the job. I mean, from one place, suppose he was working in East Africa, in a higher hotel, and the same hotel, same group of hotel is going to be opened in West Africa. So at that moment, the organization do not want to, you know, recruit the new people. So what they do, they transfer, or they give promotion to the existing staff, and they transfer to the new hotel. So that is also called as an internal recruitment process. Okay, did you get my point?
Yes, I get the point, but I think there will be a challenge on this kind of recruitment because it may lead to
See,
potential
it's
job.
very, yeah. See, yeah. I know that. See, it's sometimes it's very rare actually internal recruitment, because what happens, internal recruitment is happen only for very few limited requirement. Suppose if you are going to open a new restaurants or a new hotels, you need a large pool of manpower. So at that moment, you cannot depend on the new process. I mean the new. Sorry, at that moment you cannot depend upon the internal recruitment. You will always depend upon the new process. I mean the new recruitment process. So it's bit rare, the internal recruitment. I have seen one or two friend of or one of my colleagues also get internal recruited from one place to another place, is get transferred, and with the promotion, with the high rise in the perk and salaries also. So it happens, sometimes it happens depending upon the requirements. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the information. I really understand.
Eh, okay, okay, thank you. Then next is, one second. Okay, the next is, during the recruitment process. Once the resumes are sorted out, and the HR manager and the HR executive, they find out the right candidates. Okay, for suppose out of 36 candidates, they find the 12 candidates who are matching the requirements of the organization or the publication, advertisement publication. Okay, so after that, the HR manager and HR executive fix a date
Dadah.
of yes, fix a date of interview. Okay, fix a date of interview. Hello, just mute your mic. Someone is creating problems in the background. Okay. So the HR manager and HR executive, they fix a date of interview. So at that, before that, the mm, shortlisted candidates are intimated to the mail or the organization mail, mentioning that you have been shortlisted for this particular position, and you are supposed to be come for the interview or working for the interview on this particular date at this particular time, with your proper educational qualification certificates and other experience certificates. So on the day of recruitment, in the boardroom of the organization, the recruitment process happens. So there is a attendance sheet of all the invited candidates are mentioned in an attendance sheet, and one by one they go for, you know uh, they go for interview process. That is, on the day of interview it happens. Okay, so then what happened in the next day, the interview and the interviewer, the person who is going to take the interview is called interviewer, and the person who is uh, going to sit for the interview is called the interview. So there happens a interaction between the interviewer and the interviewee. There is a one-to-one interaction. Okay, and sometimes in many organizations, in the initial stage, there are other methods of recruitment like group discussions. Okay, if the candidates are more, what how they can sort it out, how they can be shortlisted. Now they go for a group discussion of a particular topic. Okay, normally in the hotel industry, this group discussion is very prevalent. Okay, so the particular topic and the group discussion can be made. Okay. So that group discussion, what happened? The a particular topic, few students go for favor of that topic, and few candidates also go speak against of that topic. So that is, I think you know about the group discussion, and after that, it follows with a personal interview, PI. Okay. So these are mostly many hotels and restaurants. So they normally go for this kind of recruitment process. And if you on the day of interview, there is a one-to-one interaction between the interviewer and interviewee. Okay, so interviewer start asking about some kind of the qualification related questions, or the questions related to the awareness, or questions related to the subject knowledge, and the questions related to the some other some general knowledge like this. So the interview depends upon it depends upon the particular the position the candidate has been opted for. Okay. So normally it takes 5 minutes. It depends upon the interviewer. Okay. Or sometimes it is 10 minutes. Sometimes it is 15 minutes. Normally in the academic areas it takes near about 20-25 minutes. Sometimes interviewer asks to stand up and to teach some teach on particular topic. So that is also another kind of recruitment method. So one by one, the candidates uh, you know give their interviews, and once the interview is finished, and then the prospective selected candidates, with the recommendation of the panel board, recommendation of the panel board or the selection committee, they recommend on the basis of the interview uh, evaluation. Okay, one thing I just miss it out. Evaluation is also done. There are some marks has been given, like 100 marks is given, uh, like your group discussion 20 marks, or your personal interview 20 marks, your communication skills, your subject knowledge, your presentation, your body language and all. So this comes under the 100 marks. All total comes like 100 marks. So based on that 100 marks, the interviewer select the prospective candidates. Okay. Then the prospective candidates are intimated through the mail. Okay. Mentioning that you have been selected for the particular positions. Okay. And you need to be joined from this day with proper credentials or with your proper certificates in the HR offices or in the human resource offices. So then it comes the end of the recruitment process. Okay. So did you get my point? How the recruitment from beginning to the end process happens. So it's a very lengthy process. You need to give some kind of time need to be given in entire this recruitment process. Okay. So next is here uh, orientation. Next is here. Okay, the recruitment process. I think I will let you know the process by which a job vacancy is identified and potential employees are notified. Okay, potential employees are notified. The process by which a job vacancy is identified and potential employees are notified. First point. Second point is the nature of the recruitment process is regulated and subject to employment law. The nature of the recruitment process is regulated and subject to the employment law. Second point. And third point, the main forms of recruitment through advertising in newspapers, magazines, trade papers, and internal vacancy lists. This is the fourth one. Main forms of recruitment through advertising in newspapers, magazines, trade papers, and internal vacancy lists. So these are the various steps involved in the recruitment process. Okay. So job description in the recruitment process, job description comes out a particular terminology. It is the what is the job description? Now it is the outline of the role of the job holder, the person who is going to be selected, or the job holder, the person who is going to hold that particular task. The He is called the job holder. That job holder needs to, you know get aware of that what kind of job he he or she is going to deliver or perform on daily basis. That is called a job description. So it is a particular, or it is the outline of the role of the job holder. That is the outline. Okay. The next is person specification, outline of the skills and qualities required of the post holder. I mean, what kind of persons you require, or what kind of candidates you require. So that outlines the skills or the essential qualities. That is the person specification. Okay. Did you get my points? Hello. Are you all listening? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Are you
sir.
all listening?
You get the point.
Okay, okay. So, yeah, the next is applications. Applicants may demonstrate their suitability through application form or letter or curriculum video. That is CV. Okay, resume. The next is selection. I have told you. I have entirely briefed you, explained you. I am just showing you the slides. Okay. Selection
So,
is, yes. Hello.
okay, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to shed a light about this recruitment first, right?
Hmm.
So, sir, can we say if I understood recruitment as a process overall
Hmm.
of identifying, sourcing, screening, shortlisting, or interviewing candidate for a job within organization? If we give that definition, is it okay for the recruitment?
See,
Hello?
yes, 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 yes. I just listen to your queries. Thing is that it depends upon person to person, or sometimes it depends upon organization to organizations. So sometimes the recruitment process is different from one organization to another organization. The criteria for selecting the candidates also vary, depending upon the sizes of the establishment or organization, depending upon the operation, in entire operation of the organization. So it sometimes vary. Okay, did you get my point?
Yeah, I got your point, but sometimes what the recruitment is more to posts, like police posts, army, and other post-related job. But in organization, it's otherwise, right?
Yes, yes,
Or in
yes, yes.
organization, we can use the process of entering another brand new staff into the organization to start a job.
See, in a new organization or in a brand new organization, when the organization is intent to recruit, they recruit from the different backgrounds. Okay, they recruit from the different backgrounds. So different backgrounds means I mean, some kind of reference. For an example, you have some reference. You have some relatives who is working, who has good experience in other organization, and he or she wants to switch over from his existing organization, and he wants to comes to the new organization. That is another kind. And sometimes, nowadays, in the digital age or the digital era, social media also give you a full information about what kind of job the market is demanding, and what kind of candidates are also available in the market. I mean, that is called the supply demand forecasting. That is called the supply demand forecasting is nowadays very easy, and it is a human resource process that HR manager and the HR executive check out a plan by seeing the market availability. See, if you see the market availability or the market conditions, you will get to know that what kind of job is nowadays the market is aspiring for us, what kind of task normally the organization is going to be perform on daily basis. And as for these characteristics, you can also modify your recruitment process. Also, you can modify your selection process. And if you are saying that a new organization, when you are going for a bulk, I mean the large quantity of recruitment you are going to that, and it's very easy. Nowadays it was very, but the traditional way of selecting and recruiting the candidates, it was a bit you know um, it was a bit cumbersome. But nowadays it is very, very easy. Okay, did you get my point? Hello, did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Then next is in the selection process, as I have already told you, shortlisting, then the interview, or sometimes it is called the presentations, or sometimes called some exercises and psychometric assessment or testing, aptitude test. There are so many criteria. Depends upon the organization to organization, and depending upon also the characteristics of the job also. So that is called your selection process. Then the selection is the few points that you needs to be remember. The process of assessing the candidates and appointing a post holder. Okay, applicants are shortlisted, most suitable candidates are selected, and selection process varies according to the organization. As I have already told you, selection process always varies according to the organization. It depends upon what the nature of the organization. Okay. Then interview process is very most common method. Then psychometric testing, as I have already told you, assessing the personality of the applicants, whether they will fit, whether they are mental conditions, or whether they are the psychometric ability will be allow them to fit for that particular job. So that is called psychometric testing. And aptitude testing, I mean the skills or the knowledge of the applicants. So that is called assessing the skills of the applicants. And interest access exercise means your activity based around what applicant will be doing, writing a letter to a to a complaint customer. So that is called a kind of a brain exercise. And the presentation is a very normal method, very easy method. PPT presentation all. So these are the few methodology of selection criteria. Okay. Okay. Then when we are selecting and recruiting process, we have some employment legislation or some kind of legal aspects are attached with it. Okay, so that is, we need to give equal opportunities to both the genders, male and female. There should be no gender discriminations. Okay, we should give the equal opportunities to both the candidates, and there should be recognitions. There should be, selected candidates should get some recognitions. They should come under some unions, and sometimes it is called also contract basis. And at the same time, we we need to look for their occupational health and safety. So that is also very important point. And some directives like European Union directives, so that depends upon the European rules and regulations. Okay, so these are the few employee legislations we need to consider being a human resource manager or HR executives. Okay. In the employment legislation, I have already told you, increasingly important aspect of the HRM role, wide range of areas for attention, adds to the cost of the business. Okay, discrimination, like it is a crucial aspects of the employment legislation. Okay, like race, gender, disability, and all I have already told you. Okay, without caste, color, and creed, and you need to be give the equal opportunities to all the steps. Okay, then disciplines like grievance procedures, dismissal, and external agencies like this. So disciplines, I mean, it's like when there is there when there in the organization when there are peoples, so always there will be conflicts. So it is the job of HR managers or the HR department to maintain that kind of culture that is called the HR culture, so that people will be grow and organization will be grow. If both will grow simultaneously, your product will be standardized. So for that, there will be a particular complaint handling section of the HR department or conflict section. I mean the complete conflict resolution section where the discipline is best practiced. So farms cannot just sack the workers normally. You cannot normally dismiss your workers. There should be valid points, and there should be a particular discipline and wide range of procedures and steps in dealing with the workplace conflict. As I have told you, there are some kind of counseling, some kind of formal meetings or informal meetings, some kind of a verbal awareness, or some kind of you can give some memos or written warnings or grievance. Yes, grievance is a very important part of the human resource process. Employees when employees work in the organization, a grievance always comes. Grievance comes from different aspects. It sometimes it comes from the cultural base. Sometimes it is comes from the personal base. Sometimes it is comes from the personal professional front. So grievance handling is also another important function of the human resource development or the human resource management. And working with the external agencies, this is very important because in a big organizations, outsourcing employees or sometimes in a contract maintenance is also very important. So organization needs to be taken care of the outside vendors or the outside suppliers, and they are legal requirements, they are legal aspects, so that they cannot create any kind of conflicts to the existing organism. So this is also the part of this discipline. Okay. Then development. What is the development? The development as I have already told you in the last class. Development like your training and development (TND). That is training and development. Training and development is always creates a chance or it creates a opportunities. Okay, it creates a platform where uh, your mm, your entire platform is get involved with some kind of golden moments like opportunities where the employees try to grab or try to encase their skills, their knowledge, their awareness, so that they will be get promoted in the future job market. So promotion is also followed with opportunities. Then personal development. Then continuous learning or continuous professional development. CP. So these four subheadings are associated with the development. So everyone in the organization looks for the development. A higher manager also, I mean, a top level manager also looks for the development, and middle level manager also looks for the development. A supervisor also looks for the development. Just hold on, just hold on. Sorry for interruption. Okay. Hello.
Okay, no problem.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah. Yeah.
hi.
So yes, 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 yes. Yeah. 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 So what happened? These opportunities, the promotion and personal development and continuous professional developments are the most important part of this training and development process. Okay. So it is the responsibility of the human resource department to create some kind of a positive culture or positive platform where employee can offer the particular kind of opportunities to grow more. He needs to be get promoted after getting few years of experience. So these things actually create a cultural essence or value to the organization. When the values comes to the organization in terms of training and development, the organization creates the brand image in the market. So it is very important part of the training and development. And training and development is also under the human resource management. They always they always look for the personal development or some kind of promotion. They will be get skilled, they will be get knowledgeable and all. Okay. Then development, as I have told you, developing the employees can be regarded as investigating in a valuable asset. I have told you in initially, employees is your asset. They are not your burden. They are not your liabilities. They have values. They have morals. They have essence. So it is the responsibility of the human resource manager to put them in such kind of platform where they will develop and there will be a radical change in the employees. So that is the main purpose of the development. If your employees are very happy, if your employees are highly motivated, then your product, process, and materials, as I have told you in the earlier class, previous class, will be also get standardized. So that's why it is always recommended the training and development process should be should be in such a way that it should be give the proper inputs to the each and every employee. It is a source of motivation. It is a source of helping the employee fulfill their potential. You need to offer them such kind of platform where they will fulfill their potential. Okay. The next is training. Next is training. So it's already I have already explained you bit like training. When we think about the training, we think about the new knowledge or some kind of awareness to the newly recruited staffs, or sometimes it is to given to the existing employees. So training is also a two-way approach. Sometimes it is given to the new employees, and sometimes it is also given to the existing employees. So training is a very is a management process, or it is a steps in the human resource development, and it training actually uh, get aware of training offer the awareness towards to a new skills or towards to the new knowledge where the news candidates, when he or she has been joined in the organization, he or she comes to know the organization's the base, the vision, the mission, and his job characteristics or job description. So all these things are uh, disseminated through the training. Sometimes training when offered or when training is imparted to the existing staff, they are get motivated. They become they brush up their knowledge, the world knowledge, and they come to a new horizon also. So that is also that is also very much important. Okay, okay, okay. Is it fine? So training also give full awareness of the new system. Also, it gives the efficiency to the employees. Okay. So that is the purpose of the training. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. In the same slide, it has been written that how the training is similar to the development process. It provides, as I have told you, new skills for the employees. The employee gets new knowledge. He becomes very skillful and keeps the employee up to date with changes in the field. Keeps the employee up to date with changes in the field, aims to improve the efficiency, aims to improve the efficiency, and it can be external or in-house. Some, training is sometimes in-house, and sometimes it is from the outside. Okay, mute Basir, mute your mic. Okay, so then we will go to the next slide. One second. The role of HR managers. Okay, role of HR manager. It is the conscience role. It is the counseling job, or it may be he performs the counselor's role. He is the mediator, and he is the mediator. I mean, in between the organization and the among the employees also. Okay, he is the spokesman. I mean, he speaks on behalf of the employees also to the external sources or sometimes internal sources. He is the problem solver. I mean, if any conflicts arises or if any problems arises, he is the problem solver, and he is the change agent. As I have told you earlier, he is the change agent because change agent are those persons, or they always create a radical change in things or in the people. He's also a specialist. He's an expert. Okay, as a source of sorry, he's a source of he's a source of health. Also a controller. He can control the things and also a source of health. The next is, see, this is a particular organizational chart or organizational hierarchy of a particular organization has been given. It is a sample copy. Okay, so it's your managing director, the top. I have told you earlier, the top level manager, middle level manager, and the low level manager. Okay, so top level is your managing director or chief executive officer. Then it is hierarchy going down, like head of the human resource department or HOD of the human resource department. Okay. Then it is assisted by administrative staff. It is assisted by the administrative staffs or administrative assistant, and some kind of disciplinary committees also attached to it. Okay, they are byproduct like this administrative and disciplinary committee. Then head of the human resource department is assisted by this particular department, like your manpowering, like your training and development department, a relation employee unit, the employee relationship manager or employee relation unit, then loans, benefits, and systems. How your system will be run, how the particular employee loan or sometimes corporate loans or house loan and all of what kind of benefits normally the employee will be get from the organization. So there is a particular section which is called loan benefits and system unit. So that is also under the head of the human resources department. When one particular manager is also looking after that the loans, benefits, and system unit. Then salary units, yes, one particular section is only given for the salaries. So salary will be, come out, your salary will be given to the each and every employee. So when a particular person is get involved with the different tasks of the salaries and the relationship management. Relationship management is very, they have a particular kind of you may call it is like a public relationship, that is called a PR department. Okay, so these are the hierarchy, and again, these staffs are assisted, and these departments are assisted by the different functions, or if they have different functions, like staff requirement, staff training and development, staff deployment. Deployment means, putting or placing the right staff into the right job, and transfer, and staff performance and promotions. So these short functions, very few functions are also get involved with this manpower planning and development. Okay, employee relations unit like trade unions, like group building or team building, corporate social activities or CSR activities, like, and some workplace harassment, staff facilities, welfare, canteens, clinics, health, safety, security. All this comes under this employee relations unit. Then loans, benefits, and systems. You will have staff loans, medical benefits, insurance, medical coverage, OT overtime, leave allowances. So these are also comes under the loans, benefit, and system unit. Then salary unit, I mean your gratuity, some kind of government deduction, tax, income tax, pay slips and all. So this is also comes under the salary unit. And relationship is a corporate relationship or your public relationship. It is the organization who makes this kind of function, so that the organization can create a brand image. Okay, so these are the organizational hierarchy of the of a particular organization. It's a high functionable organizations. Okay, the next is HR organization structure. The organizational structure of HR is usually very flexible. The organizational structure of HR is, what is HR organizational structure? The organizational structure of HR, as I told you, is usually very flexible, and it reflects the immediate need of the organization. See, all the positions, I mean, whether it is HR manager or HR executive or general manager or chief executive officer, all are directed towards to the organization's mission and statement and vision statement. There is a purpose. Everyone works for the organization's purpose. The organization's purpose is customer satisfaction. For an example, if you are working in a hospitality industry, so organizational structure of HR is usually very flexible, and it reflects the immediate need of the organization. Organization always need it immediately. There is no modern organization where the HRM organization structure stays the same for 18 months. Normally, it sometimes it changes. Okay, so that's why it is the duration is sometimes 1 year, or sometimes 1.5 years, or sometimes 2 years. So there may be some kind of addition and deletion is normally happens in that structure. Okay, the next is different types of organizational structure. Normally, the HR department in line organizational structure, HR department in function organizational structure, HR department both inline and organizational structure, staff organizational structure, HR department in divisional organizational structure, HR department in matrix organizational structure. These are the various styles of the organizational structure, and normally it's very common was it's very fast and second inline organizational structure and in functional organizational structures. Okay, see, this is the kind of a, organizational structure. HR department inline organizational structure is given. It's very simple, very flexible, very clear cut reflection of the different positions. So everyone needs their work. Everyone knows their work. Everyone knows their task. Like chief executive officer, HR manager. HR manager is going to report to the CEO. Then these employment officer, training officer, wage and salary officer, welfare officers, then these four managers, they report to the HR manager. And then below them the clerks or the apprentices are all working. Clerks. They are also going to report to the individual managers, uh, individual department managers. Okay. So this is a very line structure. Okay, just a minute. Okay. So the next is hello, hello, Amjad.
Yes,
Nasir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we can hear
Are
you.
you all there?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
there, sir.
So yeah. The next is HR department in functional organizational structure. In functional organization structure means these four officers like employment officer, training officer, wage and salary officer, well, they are related with each other. And see the marks, they are related with each other. That's why it is called inline functional organizations. I mean the training officer is related to the employment officer. Employment officer is also related with the training officer. So the both are complementary with each other. So that's why it is called in-functional organizational structure. Mostly these two, like the first one and the existing one, this kind of organizational structure are widely popular in most of the organizations. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. This is the combination. This is the both. I mean, this is the blending of the inline and staff organization. Like means CEO and then HR manager. HR manager is is also reported to the CEO. In the on mostly CEO is also dependent on HR manager. Employment officer, see the connection, the training officer. Again, employment officer, training officer, and wage and salary officer and welfare officer, they are in line, in a line. They are connected with each other. Okay, so that's why it is not widely popular, but many organizations they also follow this kind of organizational structures. Okay, then it is the another structure where the structure is bit clumsy, bit complex by nature, and bit erratic. I mean, bit bit complex because here there is another department has been created after HR manager. This is HR officer, like one division, like northern division, HR officer in the southern division, HR officer in the eastern side, or HR officer in the western side. Okay, so one particular line has been created. It has been added so that it is complex by nature and it is very diversified and it creates it is very good. But what happens? It depends upon the it is actually existed in the very huge organization or corporate organization. If the organization has a different functions in different region, like northern side, southern side, eastern side, and western side, for that they will create this kind of organizational structure. Otherwise it does not require. Okay, so we'll go to the human resource development. What is the significance of HRD? When we talk about the human resource planning, or sorry, human resource management process, HRD is one of that functions. Okay, it refers to the knowledge, skills, abilities, talents, aptitudes, values, beliefs of an organization workforce. I told you, organization has some kind of workforce, and organization has some kind of not at one sometimes some kind of knowledge horizon. some kind of your skills framework, some kind of culture. So when the new staffs or the new employee join or comes into contact with the organizer, he or she needs to be incorporated that particular kind of culture, that particular kind of skill framework, the abilities or the proficiency. So HRT has a lot of significance in that respect. So what does the HRT do? It provides, it offers the right kind of knowledge, the right kind of skills, the kind of abilities, the talents, the kind of aptitudes, values, so that organizational workforce will be developed or the workforce will be diversified, and it will be at the last it will be create a, a consistent product or a kind of consistent process. Okay, what is the characteristics of the HR? HR is complete human being. Okay, with their own values and sentiments. Competencies are developed through the HRT programs. Background expectations values varies from person to person. Hence, everyone should be managed differently. See, so HR characteristics for HR characteristics. HR is also a human being. Okay, he has his own values, the emotion, sentiment. There are some HRT programs is designed or implemented where the competencies can be developed, the background can be checked, or the expectations, values also we normally vary from person to person. So when we deal with the HR related functions, HR related process, we need to also think about from a human kind of perspective. Otherwise, mostly the conflicts arises due to that reason. Okay. Then features of HRT. HRT is a systematic approach. HRT is a continuous process approach, as I have told you. HRT is multidisciplinary. It is not based in one particular point. HRT is embodied with techniques and process. HRT develops skills at all levels. Okay, at all levels. So first one, it is a systematic approach. I have told you initially. The human resource management in anywhere you go in any organization, it is always a very systematic approach. Okay, and it is always a continuous process, continuous process approach. The process approach is, you know, always directed towards to the employees as well as to the organization, and it is also multidisciplinary. What is multidisciplinary? It does not based on one particular purpose, one particular objectives. It always looks for the multiple purpose, multiple objects, so that the multiple disciplinary or the multiple disciplines are involved with it. Okay. Then HRB is embodied. See, nowadays technology and the technological process are very much imbibed or incorporated with each and every uh, particles of the organizations. So organization always strive to offer the standardized product, standardized services with the help of technology. Okay, and HRT develops skills at all levels. This is the last things that which embodies the features is HRT always wants to develop that particular kind of skills at all levels. Maybe some kind in top level or middle level or in the lower level. Okay, then what are the scopes? You need to be find it out, or you need to know that how this HRM or the HRD has its horizon. It's how in in which way, into what extent there are HRD can be implemented. So you need to know its scope. I mean, it's recruiting with the possibilities of the development. It's always have a directive towards to the development. So recruitment has a purpose for the development. Selecting to meet the future demands, as I have already told you, the supply demand gaps is need to be bridged out by the HR manager. So selecting to meet the future demands is also very much required. Then analyzing, appraising, and developing performance of the employees. So this is also another high functional areas of the human resource development that you need to analyze, you need to identify or investigate, or you need to appraise the candidates, and then you need to develop. There is, I have already told you the earlier class, that performance appraisal. The performance PA system is also involved with these employees. Okay. The training to acquire new skills, as I have already told you, new skills is required because when a new entrant comes into the organization, when he incorporated into the organization, new skills is required because innovations and creativity is a part and parcel of that organization. So that is also required. Planning for succession, yes, organization always go for a succession. There is a legacy of the organizations. It does not stick to one particular generation. So organization always check for the they always have some ambition for generation to generation kind of business. So you need to have a plan for the succession, that is called successive planning. Okay, then learning through group dynamics, job rotation, enlargement, and empowerment. Yes, this is one of the most important group dynamics. See, in organization there is a different kinds of groups. There are different kinds of group depending upon the group criteria on the basis of the kind of nature of the job, nature of the employment, nature of the qualifications, nature of the experience. So that is called your group dynamics. So group dynamics is always gives you the what kind of a job is suitable for one particular kind of person. So job rotation is also very important, and employee empowerment is very much required, as you all know that. And human resource development plays a significant role empowering each and every person, because when you go for empowering the people, so they always go for giving you the highest number of productivity, and the output increases. There is a benchmarking of the organization. The standardization happens. So empowerment nowadays, many in every organization is go for empowerment of that employees. The empowerment is going through the even that's why the corporate social responsibility is CSR activities also is a part of that organization, which also gives which empowers the each and every employees. Okay. The next is what is the need or essence of the HRD? Change in economic policies, changing the job requirements, a need for multi-skilled HR, organizational visibility and transformation process, technological advances, organizational complexity, and human relations. So why we go for the HRD, or what is the necessity of the HRD? The changes in economic policies nowadays, socio-economic or political policies are changing in every day. So depending upon the areas or the regions, so change in economic policies also demands for the HRD process, and changing the job requirements nowadays in the digital era. Job requirements are also changing very rapidly, and it's changing by changing rapidly in such a way that people needs to be get involved with the groups. They needs to acquire new knowledge skills, and they needs to be brush up their world knowledge. So these are the changing job requirements, and the need for multi-skilled HR. You see, HR is should be not only based to one particular kind of skill. It should be always multi-skilled. So if HR is knowledgeable, if HR is multi-skilled, then he or she will definitely want to make their employees or make their staffs multi-skills or multitasking kind of environment. Then organizational visibility and transformation. See, organizational visibility and transformation process is in nowadays highly demanding. Visibility means how in which way your organization is always have a just hold on. So visibility means, in some kind of, when how the organization will be, create its brand image and all. And organization always try to, transfer its process. Okay, transfer means from the old process to new process. How the transformation process happens, by adding the new skills or new knowledge. Then technological advances. As I already told you, the technology, is very much imbibed with your organization in the advancement of the technological era. So there are so new technological knowledge, technological equipments, technological devices are coming. So they are performing a lot of human jobs, or they are performing human tasks within a very few seconds. So that's why, there is an interaction between the technology and with the people. So that is also called the that also calls for the need of HR and organizational complexity. Slowly, there are the complex natures or complex process are imbibed to the organism. So that is also, so that the conflict arises, the problems arises, so that that is the need for the HRD to solve that complexity. And human relationship, you see, so last point is the human relationship is very much important. Human relations, because it also will give this the working culture of the your organization. So human relationship will be also done by the HRD department. Okay, are you all listening to me? Adam, and that. Okay, proceed.
Yes, sir, we are there.
Yes.
So, yeah, yeah. So, give me just 5 minutes breaks. I need to drink some water. Okay, just wait for 5 minutes. Okay, wait for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
All right.
Hello. All are there. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. What are the objectives? I have, as I have already told you, we need to. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Someone wants to
No,
say
nothing,
something.
sir.
Okay. So so what are the various objectives? So we need to know the what are the various objectives of the human research development, like to prepare the employee to meet the present and changing futures of requirements. I think I have bit discussed about this objectives yesterday class, and you need to prepare the employees, today's employees, to meet the future needs or the future change. So that is the first objectives of the HR, human resource management. You need to prepare the employees to meet the present and changing future job requirements. There is a huge supply and demand gaps. Okay, so the objective is you need to bridge that gap to prepare for the higher level jobs. Yes, nowadays jobs are descending by nature. Job has a different characteristics. It may be a low level jobs or a high level jobs, or upper higher level jobs. So we need to prepare at least for the higher level jobs, so that when the people comes to the organization, or when they even when they leave for the organization, they can be fit in our organization in an efficient and effective manner. Then to enhance the organization capabilities, it is very important. See, organization always needs to grow. Organization always wants to develop in from many respects. So how it can be developed? How it will be developed by enhancing its capabilities. Capabilities in terms of its high standard product, high standard, high quality services, and high quality people. So that's why the objectives of the human resource management is to enhance the organizational capabilities. If the organization capabilities will be enhanced, the other things will be also follow that. Hmm. The next is to ensure smooth and efficient working of the organization. It is one of the common things that everyone in the organization wants the smooth and efficient working of the organization. Okay. Then HRD functions, as I have also told you, briefly I am discussing as it's employee training, executive development, career planning and development, succession planning, involvement in the quality circles, and workers' participation in management, and the performance appraisal. See, performance appraisal, I think you know about it. Performance appraisal is a kind of a HRT function. It is a process where the where a particular employee's performance can be assessed through different parameters. The parameters like his for an example, if you cite an example, if a professor working in a university, his performance appraisal can be assessed or investigated to the different parameters like publications, like book writing or book publication, research paper publication, research article publications, attending, and international conference, even national conferences, patent, innovation. So these are on this basis, the performance appraisal of an employee can be assessed, and he or she may be promoted, on the basis of the performance appraisal. Okay, and employee training, as you all know, that I need not to take so much time for that discussing the employee training, and the employee training and development is also the part of that things, and career planning. And I have told you, career planning and development is the most fundamental things that every employees always strive for that planning and development, because if you plan in a good manner, or if your plan is very strategic, then you will definitely fulfill your purpose or fulfill your success. Someone has some, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic.
Bashir, can you?
Yes. Okay. career planning and career planning and this one career planning and development is also another important function that HR always looks for their employees need to be planned. Even the HRD department also design some kind of strategic planning framework where the prospective employees or the prospective people can fit into that particular framework, and they can plan in a better way for their own development. And succession planning is also very much important. Every organism needs to be succeeds in from one generation to another generation. So that is the legacy of the organism. And organism always succeeds, depending upon its services, depending upon its, based on its product, services, its qualities, and the kind of working culture, the HRT process, the kind of the way of HRT functions. The succession planning is also, it's designed in such a way that the top level managers are get involved in the succession planning process, but they can they can design that platform in such a way that the organization can jump from generation to another generation in an easy way. The involved in the quality circles, yeah, it's related to the quality management systems. There are different quality management systems that get attached like a international standard organization like ISOs and all, and Sigma ISOs and different quality parameters are there. So the HIT has the role to bring the organization into the different quality framework or the quality circles, where the organization will definitely improve its quality of the services, product, and quality of the people. And if there are some deficiencies comes out, definitely the organization will find out the gap, and that gap in the future can be rectified. Then workers' participation is participation and engagement, or the workers' participation and engagement is very important in management systems, because it makes the people more empowered to their jobs, more empowered to their environment. So they go for a good decisive roles. So participation in management is very proactive in nature. The approach should be very streamlined, so that the from the workers, I mean from the employees end, the deviations can be find it out, the gap can be find it out, and from the organism side, the gap can be find out. So that particular gap can be bridged out, so that the organism will be excel in the future. So that's why workers' participation in management is very crucial. The next is what are the various techniques normally, or the methods or normal instruments that are used by the human resource management process, so that the assessment can be done. Like for an example, as I have told you, the recruitment process, we can go for publication of that particular vacancies and all in the local newspaper or even in the social media and all. Similarly, there are kind of different techniques like a performance appraisal systems, or sometimes it is called the potential appraisal. And the career development is also a kind of technique or the platform. Employee training is also kind of instruments, and quality circles and employee counseling. Counseling is very required. Or teamwork, or the role analysis. I think you know about the role analysis, because everybody has their own potential role that there needs to be showcase their roles. So that is also called the role analysis of each and every particular employees in a particular department. And monetary rewards, employee benefits, grievance mechanism. These are the few techniques where the HRT needs to be proactive, so that their employee can be benefited, that people can be motivated, and the organization can be excel in the care. Monetary rewards is very important, as I have experienced in many times, that employees are always get motivated when you have some monetary offers to them, or some kind of discounts to them in their day-to-day life when they are working in the organizations. And employee benefits, yes, benefits in terms of gratuities, in terms of insurance, in terms of providing good health, good environment, so they will be get benefited, and their kids will be also benefited. Children will be schooling, education also given to the employees, kids and children. So that is also another criteria normal the organization looks for on behalf of the human resource management. And grievance mechanism means it should be in incorporated in such a way that organization is always ready to face the conflicts and to face different kinds of grievance, so that the happiness will be created among the employees, and the employees can be fully satisfied with the performance of the organization. So these are the few techniques where the HFT functions can be improved. Any doubts? Any you have any questions? Please ask.
From my side, no, sir.
Hello. Okay. Do you have any kind of complications for come across during this kind of PPT presentation? You all are very much aware of this PPT presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We don't know. We don't know if you can share the PPTs with us after the.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Sure. No issue. Okay. We'll go to the next slide. So that is HR strategies. Yes, anyone? Yeah, HR strategies and organizational strategies. Okay. So, what is the strategy? So I have already told you. For the last, I think yesterday class, I just briefed you about this strategy. It it is a managerial decision making role, or it is a plan of action. It is called a plan of action, in which way your organization can be implemented, or in which way your organization can be have some kind of objectives or purpose, and that can be achieved or that can be achievable. So that is your strategy. So sometimes in a very common way we always say we need to make a strategy. So why people make a strategy? The people make a strategy to fulfill their dreams, to fulfill their purpose, to fulfill their objective. In a similar note, the organization also have some kind of strategy. If the strategy, if and also the strategy may be different kinds, like it may be a simple strategy, very kind of a proactive strategy, kind of a realistic strategy, kind of pragmatic strategy, or sometimes it is a very complex by nature strategy. So depends upon the nature and sizes of the and the characteristics of the organism, what kind of strategy the organism is going to be create, so that he or she, or maybe the organization can compete or create a competitive advantage in the market. If the organization is ready to create that competitive advantage, definitely he will that organization will beat the other organizations in the competitive world. So that's why strategy is unified. It is very comprehensive, and it is an integrative plan. I have told you, designed to ensure that basic objectives of the enterprises or the organization are achieved. So it is unified. It is unified means it has been a very single way of uh, uh, working nature. Okay, when you plan a strategy, it is the strategy is actually rooted from a very single way of thinking. Then sometimes it is comprehensive. It is a combination, or blending by nature, and sometimes it is integrated or incorporated. Okay, and it a mixture of the plan, which has been designed, uh, in putting all the objectives, process, you know, mm, the frameworks, the platforms, and everything, and we make it only one particular product. That is your strategy, and which is every organization wants to that particular kind of strategy. Otherwise, without the strategy, the enterprises or the organization may fail to achieve that particular objective. So strategy, when we think about the strategy, it is comes under the strategic management, or sometimes it is multidisciplinary, sometimes it is interdisciplinary, sometimes it is cross-cultural, sometimes it is cross-functional process, and it is written here. It's a cross-functional process to view the organization as a single system, as I told you. So the strategy should be made in such a way that the employees and the organization will work on a single unit or the single system base, and because the objective needs to be fulfilled. So that's why strategy is a very leadership decisive functions that organizations or the top level manager needs to be designed. Okay. And then next is your matching strength with opportunities. Okay, when there is an opportunity comes into the mind, we need to create that platform in keeping with mind the uh, the SWOT analysis, that is your strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. That is called SWOT, SWOT analysis. We need to match the strength and opportunities. Okay, what we have strength. So what are the various strengths of the organization? What are the various strengths of the each and every employees? And what kind of opportunities we are getting from the internal sources and the external sources, so that if you will match in a right way, so that we will get we will fulfill our objectives, otherwise we will not fulfill our objectives. So that's why it is called strength and opportunities, and threats, and you know your weakness is also required, or we need to find it out, the weakness of the organization, weakness and threats. We will work on it so that the competitor will not you know kind of warnings regarding our product, regarding our process. So that's why SWOT analysis is very much important during the strategy. The next is a set of decisions and actions to achieve organizational objectives. Yes, we need, as I have told you, it is a kind of plan of actions. Strategy is nothing but it is a kind of plan of actions, or it is a step-by-step method of various decisions pertaining to each and every department of the organization or each and every function of the organization. So that if you have set your decisions, so nobody will no other organization will beat you in the market. They will not compete with you with your product and services. You will be you have the monopoly in the market. So that's a strategy is, so it's a wonderful device, or it's a wonderful instrument for the human resource management process. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Vision, as I have told you, mission, vision, and objectives. I just, just a couple of minutes before, as I was telling about that mission, vision, and objectives. Both are related with each other. I mean, both are unitary by with each other. Mission is related to the vision is again related to the objectives. It's a very, harmony by with each other. So, what is vision? What is mission? And what is objectives? You need to know, because these things you need to be understand, and it will be help you in the strategic designing process. Otherwise, your organization will collapse. Will not succeed in the succession planning. So there will be a clear cut vision in your mind, a clear cut vision for your organization. That is to be or towards to the society. That is called a vision. Okay. Mission is it relates to the organization's existence with the need of the society. As I told you, what is the need of the society and what your organization is going to offer to meet that need of the society. So mission is also related to your vision. I mean, your vision is your what the organization is going to offer or what it wants to create. If it is suppose for an example, it wants to create some manufacturing product, vision and mission. Okay. So on upon that vision and mission, your
Alamat, good day. I don't know whether he's coming back or not. So, can we wait for him or we should just take our leave? So, I think he is not coming back, though it is not up to time, but it's okay. He is back.
okay, okay. There are some network problems. Yeah, just
Okay, is it a technical issue,
yes,
sir?
yes. There are some network problems. Sometimes it happens. Not many times. Sometimes. Are you getting my point? Are
Okay,
you
sir.
all clear to the strategic things? Muja, Muja, Ahmed Muja.
Sir,
No, no, Ahmed Muja.
I think he's not with us.
Okay. So, okay, no issue. So, it's already 4:45. Any question answer so that we can also ask. We can also continue for the next tomorrow also. I need to. I pick up some doubts you can ask. We can discuss. Hamza, which
Yes, sir.
who you are from? Amja,
Yes, sir.
which place are you from?
I'm from Nigeria, sir.
Okay, what you do? What you are pursuing this one tourism courses?
I can't hear you, sir.
No, I'm asking you what kind of education you have.
I have there is one program we call it NCE.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just like a diploma in
Oh,
agriculture.
oh, are you working somewhere or you are still studying?
And no, I've done with it, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Nigeria, which part? In the capital or in the which areas of the Nigeria?
From the northern part of the country, sir. Northern part.
Okay, okay, okay. Very good, very good. How the tourism industry and hospitality industry in the Nigeria?
Yeah.
No. What about the tourism and hospitality industry in the Nigeria? Hello.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Yeah, now I can hear you. I can hear you.
No, I'm just asking. What about the hospitality industry and tourism industry in Nigeria? Did you get my point? What are
Hello,
the
sir.
yeah, yeah? What are the tourism and
Can you
hospitality
hear me now?
industry? Yeah. Okay. How do you
Yeah.
yeah, yeah? Are you getting all these this one PPTs? I mean, are you get understood all these terminology of the human resource management? Hello, Hamza. Okay. Hello, 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 Hamza.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, from the next slides. Okay. Thank you.
Eh?
Tomorrow we'll
Okay.
continue. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Mhm. Thank you, sir.
of joins the call. There is one other person in the call. Your camera is on. Your microphone is on. Your hand is lowered. Open for people listening to your visitor indicator. This call is being recorded. Button. Relax. Visitor indicator button. The class recording lesson 2 hours equal dinosaur tool. That's it. Picture